there is a recurrent issue which we keep on hearing during the Diwali season, and especially in the area of Delhi NCR. But now this time we are also hearing in some other metropolitan cities, and that is the problem of air pollution. So this is what we will be discussing today. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be talking about the impact of air pollution on economic growth. Air pollution, in very simple terms, the unwanted particles which is present in the air, which is making air dirty, and the quality of air is going down, and which is not good for the human health. If in very basic terms we need to know about the air pollution. So air pollution, nowadays we are hearing the news of what is happening in Delhi NCR and also what is happening in Mumbai. So Delhi NCR, almost every year during the time of Diwali season, we hear the problem is even rising. The problem is rising on each passing day, and the AQI, that is the air quality index, reaches a severe or a critical stage, and it many a times has been referred as a gas chamber. And you will many a times read that if a person is smoking so many cigarettes if living in Delhi NCR, and now this year even the problem has risen in Mumbai. So we are also hearing that the air quality index of Mumbai is also reaching a bad phase. So about the timeline, we'll be looking at the news, then what is impact on economic output of air pollution, cost of poor air quality, challenges for India, prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, that is environment, air pollution. So the news talks about what is the impact of air pollution on economic growth. Important point that we need to focus on is economic growth. Air pollution, how is it harming the economic aspect of a country or of a city? Economic aspect, you can say that we will be talking in terms of GDP also, that is the gross domestic product. So what is as of now happening, that the air quality in Delhi continued to remain in the critical category. It means living in the Delhi NCR or Mumbai is very dangerous for people, especially from the perspective of air quality, and the people suffering from any kind of diseases, and especially the respiratory diseases. Then for those people, the Diwali season is very dangerous if they are living in the Delhi NCR region, because the air quality index reaches a severe and a critical category. So the critical category, as of now, the Delhi's air quality index have reached around 500, you can say. Then it has often called the gas chamber, and it is not only one aspect which increases the air pollution in Delhi NCR region. The problem is because of many factors. You can say that crackers is one of them. Then there is stubble burning issue, which is also creates a problem. Then there is construction dust which goes on, and construction work also. Then there is vehicular pollution, and very important point is that the flow of air, the air flow also reduces during this time, and that is why many a times if you are living in a metropolitan city, you will see that the government employees comes there and they start to splash water in the air, so that the fog which becomes, or the smoke which is present in the environment, they tend to settle down. So these are the activities which you will be able to see in areas around you. Now let's see impact on economic output. What is the data, the credible and the authentic data is saying? So how is air pollution affecting the economic aspect of a country? So if we talk about the Reserve Bank of India, which is the Central Bank of India, the RBI, Department of Economic and Policy Research. So this is a report, and it talks about Currency and Finance 2022-23, it talks about that up to 4.5% of India's GDP could be at risk by 2030. So this is what the RBI report is talking. Currency and Finance 2022-23. So this is an RBI report which is saying that by the year 2030, around 4.5% of India's GDP will be at risk. Then, due to lost labor hours from climate change issues, including extreme heat and humidity. And now extreme heat and humidity are also reasons, and the major reason that is now becoming is air pollution, because of air pollution and its hazardous nature, nowadays people are suffering from irritation in, you can say, eyes, irritation in eyes. Then they are suffering from respiratory problems also because of it. Now imagine the people who are already into bad physical shape or are elderly people. How are they supposed to deal with a situation which is becoming so severe for their health that they are not even able to breathe? Imagine people who have asthma, that how are they going to tackle with it? And it's also the animals are also at risk. So the World Bank has also released a paper, and the World Bank says that well documented micro level impacts of air pollution on health, productivity and labor supply. Health becomes severe as you start to face, you are suffering from headache, you are suffering from eyes are irritated, and then eyes becomes red. You always have to carry mask with you, and you need to breathe proper air, because if you are not breathing proper air, then you are suffering from many respiratory diseases also. Then productivity reduces because a person feels headache, a person feels irritated, a person feels frustrated and is not in a good mood. So the productivity and the efficiency of a person also becomes low. And then labor supply. So during this period of time, the people who can sustain themselves, they try to also move out from the place so that they can also live in a better place and a better environment. Then about 2021 paper in the Lancet Planetary Health, it also talks about the direct impact of air pollution in India on mortality and morbidity. So the Lancet is also talking about and is saying that there is a large interstate variations in economic loss as a proportion to the state GDP. Interstate, it means the economic loss is different from one place to another place. It means different states has different type of economic loss, that is from 0.67% to 2.15%. So this is the variation under which the states are also differing when we talk about the GDP loss. And the biggest losses in the low per capita GDP states of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. So these are the states which are suffering from the biggest loss. And if you will see that these are mostly the North Indian states, and these are also mostly the populous states. You take Uttar Pradesh, then you take Bihar, there is Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and these are also big, large area states. So these are the states which are suffering or which will be suffering the biggest losses. And then again, if we talk about the RBI, the Reserve Bank of India is saying that 50% of India's GDP comes from sectors that are exposed to heat. Heat means the sectors which are physical also in nature. So the GDP runs from those kind of sectors. So the people working in those kind of sectors are at maximum risk. Then the Delberg advisors report. So this report also talks about air pollution entailed costs of about 95 billion annually for Indian businesses, which is about 3% of India's GDP. Now this is saying that the air pollution will be costing this much of worry for India in coming days. So these are few of the facts and figures that you can also quote and make your answer even more credible and authentic, because when we talk about any kind of point, we also need to present a proper stats and a proper data to substantiate it. So these are few of the important findings and also an impact on economic output. Now, cost of poor air quality. What are the costs that we or the economy is paying for the poor air quality? So that is lower labor productivity. As I've told you, that if the person will not be feeling healthy, if the person will not be feeling 100%, then the productivity, the efficiency of the person will be low. Then lower consumer footfall. If the outside environment is not good and people do not feel safe, they feel suffocated, they feel that if they will move out of their houses, then the air they will be breathing is not clean, is polluted, then people will try to move in their houses and they will not be willing to move out. Then lower asset productivity, as we have discussed. Increased health expensive. This is all one of the most basic concept. As I've told you, imagine about the elderly people, imagine about the people who are suffering from any kind of disease or are patient, and especially the people who are suffering from asthma, people who are suffering from sinus, people who are already suffering from respiratory diseases. Imagine about the problem they will be facing while they are breathing. Now, welfare losses, because the welfare activities will not be done on that scale. Premature mortality. Now, this is, you can say, a very big issue. People who are living in metropolitan, and if we talk about India's perspective in Delhi NCR, Mumbai, Gurgaon or the surrounding areas, the premature mortality is also one of the very serious issue that the females especially are going through as of now. And if during the period of or around the period of Diwali, if any pregnant woman is about to deliver his or her child, then serious complications can also take place because of the bad air quality the person or the female is suffering, and mortality can take place. And also the life expectancy of people living in the areas where air pollution is very high and the quality of the life or the quality of the environment or the quality of the ecosystem or the quality of the surrounding area is not good, then almost 24/7 the person is under stress, the person is not breathing well, the person is not feeling well, the person is not feeling hygienic, then this also reduces the life expectancy of a person. Now, challenge for India. Now the challenge for India is that India being the, you can say, the one of the most populous country in the world, we need to look into the aspect that what measures can be taken to mitigate the air pollution, the ever rising air pollution. So under urgent prerogative is required in India to look into this aspect, and more than 20 of the world's 30 cities with the worst air pollution are in the country, so are in India, and Delhi has the poorest air quality among cities globally. So globally, Delhi's pollution, you can say, always make headlines, and especially during the Diwali season, the air quality index becomes extremely severe. And the particulate matter 2.5 concentration levels pegged at nearly 10 times the World Health Organization target. Now, whatever target the World Health Organization set during this period, and you can say that during this winter season, start of the winter season, you can also say all the targets are missed majority of the time, and the situation becomes so severe that instead of the targets, what needs to be done is just to the situation become, or the situation gets little improved. And the Lancet also talks about and has listed Delhi as the city with the highest level of per capita economic loss. Highest level of per capita economic loss. Now this is what the Lancet has talked about. Now this is can be very concerning, because this is a very big point. If you will look into that, around the globe the highest economic loss is happening in the capital of India, and that too from air pollution. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and before that, about the air pollution, the severe air pollution in Delhi and all over India which is happening as of now. Ritu ma'am has also discussed this in news, this topic of air pollution, so you can watch that also. Few days back only she has made a video, so if you want you can go there and watch the in news, and also subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel for more videos and stay connected to us. So you people need to give the answer of the prelims MCQ, and the question talks about the air quality index is calculated for which among the following major air pollutants. So few air pollutants are given, like PM10, that is the particulate matter 10, particulate matter 2.5, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide. So you have to talk about that how many of them is included in the AQI. So you have to select the correct code, 1 and 4 only, 2, 3 and 4 only, 1, 2 and 3 only, or all of the above. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.